welcome to In Spiritual Tarot, In Spiritual Journey. Let's go ahead and get a message. I know it's kind of late for the daily, but, you know, been busy the last couple of days, and just thought I'd put one out there. So today we're going to be using the Halloween Oracle, just because it's that time of the season, and we're going to use the Halloween Tarot. So let's go ahead and get into our message. All right, let's see what our message is for today, October 30th into the 31st. Let's see. When this veil is thin. Oh, we have invisibility. Wow, authenticity. See, that's coming out again. So something about being authentic again. See, when the veil's thin, we get to see things clearly, right? We're more connected to the spirit realm, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and use my little dome. Put this here while I read it. What was that? That was weird. Something felt like it fell. Look at this one. It just jumped out. Eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical and death. Okay, so there's something about being connected to some of your passed down loved ones. The veil is thin, so you might be getting more messages and things about that now. So let's go ahead and look at this invisibility. Okay, so it says, you know that feeling you sometimes have when someone is watching you? You cannot see them, yet you have a distinct feeling that someone is there. All the hairs on your back of your neck stand up. You think you're something in the corner of your eye, but when you turn, there's nothing to be seen but empty air. This is the power of invisibility, the indirect fear and the covert threat of having to fight something that we cannot see. It's so interesting. I just watched The Invisible Man the other night with my daughter. That old movie, I think it was made in the 30s. It's so interesting. Humans have a strong visual sense, so it's no wonder that we are uneasy when we cannot see things. The ancients believed that all the manner of creatures, mythical and physical, and of course the deities, could make themselves invisible at will. When we consider that some animals are camouflaged, as well as their coats or behavior, that sometimes even if we are looking straight at them, they are hard to see within their environment, that invisibility isn't such a far-fetched concept. In many cultures, the idea of beings who could watch us undetected were and still common. Djinns, angels, nature spirits, the fae, and even practitioners of magic, such as witches, are said to have the power to appear and disappear at will. Later in literature and in the movies, invisibility becomes a common power, and now we have fictional superheroes that are invisible and even cloaks of invisibility. The concept of invisibility is a double-edged sword. While it's a powerful tool to be able to gain information and to assist what no one sees, individuals using it are privy to information that they may not be meant for them, and it may be taken out of context or unethically. It is power of manipulation and easily abused. The idea of hiding away and not being seen is also a big part of the dark side of this concept. We are all born to shine out our light into the world and take our roles. Hiding our talents, not expressing our true selves, stealing others' ideas, our work, and being someone else rather than your own authentic self are all aspects to consider when when this card appears in your reading. So I do feel like you might be getting information from some passed down loved ones about being who you really are, and like some issue you might be having, some troubles. So I really feel like they're near you now and helping you through anything that you're going through, trying to give you a message, and that might be kind of spooky for some people out there, but I think it's more for guidance here. It's not for anything bad or nothing bad spirits or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get this eternal love one, and then we'll get some tarot. Okay, so this eternal love. Love, and it transcends physical death. When the body leaves us and our souls are above, our possessions no longer, nothing remains but the intertwining of love. All of us are the product of millennia of love. Our parents, our ancestors by blood and ritual all have in some way created DNA that weaves throughout our bodies. Love, in fact, powers life and death. When most of us first encounter death in our lives, we experience grieving too, and in some ways that feeling could be described as an absence of love and the absence of that person of being. but the kind of love that this is often shared between family members, friends, and lovers, separated by only physical death, is the kind that poets wax lyrically about, and is truly eternal and transcends death. Should you choose this card, you are being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers, it leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of the everyday that we live. For those that are ready for their and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand, and be ready to open up to this new experience. So yeah, see, it could even just be the energy of a future love in your life, right? So let's go ahead and see what this is about. So this is being authentic, and you'll find that the most powerful force ever, love, right? Love of yourself, love of other people. You'll connect more to people that are more aligned with you when you are your authentic self, as well as getting messages from passed down loved ones. So let's see what this is about with these tarot cards, all right? So we have the Two of Bats. The Knight of Ghost. Well, isn't that interesting? The Two of Bats actually is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is like not seeing something. So see, not everything that can't be seen isn't there. You know what I mean? There's more to life than, you have to open up more senses, like your intuition especially, because, you know, just because we can't see it or feel it, it doesn't mean it's not there. So open up, you know, open up your mind to that. As well as now we have the Knight of Ghosts. This is the Knight of Cups. So this is that wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? Being compassionate and kind, loving all of the beauty in the world. Including people, even when they, you know, nobody's perfect. So, you know, overseeing those flaws in people, you know, not judging and things like that. And then we have the Page of Bats. So now we have the Page of Swords, as well as the High Priestess, yeah. And one more. And Death card, yeah, see? Look at that, death. We're just sitting here talking about love transcends death. So, you know, this is that transformation. You know, just if someone, you have lost someone, whether it's, you know, physical death or if it's just they left, you're separated from them, it doesn't mean their energy isn't still there. Their spirit is not, it's still there, you know? So there's still something around you. And this is stepping into that higher self and trusting that soul intuition, and if you have that feeling that there's somebody still around you, or you're feeling their spirit energy, know that that's true. And this Page of Bats is like that, being inspired, you know, logically. You know, sometimes we overthink things, so we close our minds off, and this is that new beginning, in that realizing that your intuition is very powerful, and the energy can be any full type of form. So even if someone has left you, like I said, just physically left, like broke up a relationship, or if they've actually passed away from this world, their energy is still with you, and love transcends all. So that is your message today, and thanks for bearing with me with it being late. But and please, if you do celebrate Halloween and kids trick-or-treating, be generous, and please be safe. Take care. Bye.